Hey, what's going on, CMB family? I wanted to take this couple minutes here, get your attention, maybe focus a little bit more on my co-host for this season of Cory Means Business show, and kind of put the spotlight on Mucho. He's had a very interesting career, and I want to dig into a little bit more. So we're going to do Mucho's Mad Memories. As a little tidbit, we'll do once a week, and we'll just dig into his radio background and some of the people that he has spent time with and some of the interesting things that he has seen. Again, some of those mad memories, so we can get to know Mucho a little bit better. All right, so we're going to hit the first story here. We've got something I can't wait to hear. I mean, he teased me with it. Honestly, I'm like, wow, okay, like, let's get into this.
All right.
The holidays are coming up,
yeah.
And you were telling me before we started filming this that you've got a holiday Mariah Carey story.
Well, I mean, almost 30 years in the entertainment business, I have a ton of stories. So when you guys were approaching me about this segment, I'm like, where do I start? So, I mean, we're almost to the holidays. So automatically when you think of the holidays, what do you think of? Mariah Carey music, Christmas music.
True.
Stuff like that.
She got some hits for Christmas for sure.
Yeah, quite a bit, man. But here's a story that a lot of people don't know about. And I love telling this story because the entertainment media world will never acknowledge this. This is some behind the scenes stuff, right? So we know that Mariah Carey's baby daddy is Nick Cannon.
Yeah, right, okay.
All right, Mariah Carey fans.
Following you.
Nick Cannon, Wild 'N Out, TV show, radio show in L.A. now, works for the former station that I used to work for.
Oh, wow.
So this was about 2005, the height of my radio career in Los Angeles. Little did I know it was coming to a nasty fall, but that's another story. But
we need to rename this and call it Mucho's Confessions.
Yeah. But so, you know, when you live in LA and you're among celebrities in the celebrity culture and the entertainment culture, there's a lot of ass kissing. There's a lot of parties that you're invited to. Even if you don't want to go, you have to go.
Right.
So the record label calls me and they say, hey, Mucho, we're going to invite you to Nick Cannon's birthday party. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll go. You
have to. If you're forced, you get your arm twisted,
right?
So
many parties, rock parties.
So it's getting old. Parties. So all this party with all these celebrities is kind of getting old.
But, you know,
all right, I'm with you. I'm with you.
So apparently Nick Cannon and the record label rented this warehouse in Los Angeles in the middle of nowhere, a huge warehouse. And they divided the warehouse in 3 different sections and made 3 different style clubs: hip-hop music, pop music, house music.
Got to make sure you all the guests have their own thing, right?
Yeah. So, you know, we pull up and they have the whole red carpet deal, the cameras. They're paparazzi taking pictures of the A-list celebrity. I'm a D-list celebrity. I'm just a radio guy. Who cares, right? So I get there with the record label and my radio people, and I head over to the radio section of the party. I sat next to Sway, who has his own Sirius XM radio show now.
Oh, wow.
And a couple of his colleagues, some rappers from New York City, underground rappers, Chino XL. And we're sitting in the couch in the hip-hop section of the warehouse party. And, well, I can say it now. Back in the day, I didn't like to confess it, but we were all smoking a blunt because now it's legal. Back then it wasn't, you know. So we were drinking, smoking, and, you know, just having a good time telling radio stories. And Nick Cannon, the birthday man, the man himself, he comes over, and he starts hanging out with us, drinking with us, partying with us. And at that moment, it seemed like the whole room just stopped. And everybody started looking to the entrance, and in walks Miss Mariah Carey.
So what you can.
I mean, there was a lot of celebrities, but I guess, you know, she was just looking.
She walked in. It was just
really good. I mean, she knows how to light up a room.
Stop the room, right?
So she's walking by, making her entrance, saying hi to people from afar because her security team was always on her. at that point, I had already interviewed her on my radio show a couple times, so I was familiar with her process. So she was walking by the couch where me, Sway, Nick Cannon, all the other guys were at, and all of us in unison were just following her. She walked by, she stopped, and she, said hi to us, and we all said our highs, and she kept walking, and I was just looking at her butt.
No, is this before she was with Nick Cannon or after?
Before.
Before, so they weren't together.
Publicly.
Okay, all right, so they were seeing each other.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
All right, so it wasn't, you didn't know that they were seeing each other.
I don't know.
Nobody knew at that point. Okay.
No,
all right.
I bet he was part of that group of guys that we were just focused on her, and especially her butt. And
So what you're saying is that you are the reason that Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey got together. That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying that. You guys can make your own assumption here, okay? We're looking at her.
I'm going to assume it. You're welcome, Nick Cannon.
We're looking at her, and as she walks by, I just blurted out, "Damn, she got a fine ass." And everybody's like, And we saw Nick Cannon, the birthday boy, and he was like, "Yeah, she does. Excuse me, fellas." And he left and just disappeared with her. I don't know what happened that night. We partied, we did our thing. I went home. Fast forward to a year later, my LA career had come to an end. Personal issues. I found myself unemployed in a broken down apartment in Rio Rico, Arizona.
Right.
Flipping through a TV channel, and I land on Entertainment Tonight, and they have the breaking news story that Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon are a couple.
Wow.
And they're madly in love, and they're going to get married. And I sat there with the hole in my sock and my remote like,
I hooked them up. Right?
Well, the first thought was, what happened if I would have followed her?
Could be you.
No, probably wasn't.
Nick Cannon could be sitting there with the hole in his sock in the Rio Rico, Arizona apartment, saying, I hooked them up.
So I kept saying that. I kept saying that to people that would listen to that story, and they just thought I was crazy. But the industry people know about that party.
That's why we call it Mucho's Mad Memories, man.
They know about that party. Sway, you know about that party. Chino XL, you know about that.
So this can be corroborated if necessary.
Yes, you can't sue me.
legal
You remember that
requirements.
warehouse party,
Okay,
2005,
Yeah,
Nick
witnesses
Cannon's
to
birthday
corroborate
party.
this account.
Now,
So
were they dating before that party? I don't know.
maybe not.
Maybe.
Hey, if I was you, I would definitely claim the match.
I did, and I still do to this point that, I had something to do with that.
I would say Mucho Woolery. We're going to start calling you Mucho Woolery.
Right. But they had the marriage failed. They're in a divorce. They're divorced now.
Hey,
so
don't claim any of that. Don't claim any of that.
We're
not going to. We got to cut these memories short at some point. So, well, it's just the good part of the memories. We'll cut any of the bad stuff out. So, hey, that's super interesting story.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to do the Mucho Mad Memories, because you're going to hear more stuff like that, and we're just scratching the surface with you, right?
Scratching the surface.
All right, so that's what you're in store for. Hey, if you guys have not subscribed to the show yet, it is on YouTube under Cory Means Business. It's also a podcast. It can be found anywhere you find podcasts under Cory Means Business also. So if you've enjoyed the Mucho Mad Memory, please subscribe to the show. There's going to be a lot more of Mucho, a lot more business stuff, and we're going to keep doing these Mucho Mad Memory segments as well. So thanks so much for hanging out with us for a couple of minutes, and we'll see you on the show, and see you next time.